Toyota is one of the best and most admired brands worldwide. This brand is trusted because it's reliable and durable, and of course, its affordable prices. It is even said Toyota vehicles could operate effectively without engine oil for years. At one point, the Top Gear crew purposely tried to destroy a Toyota Hilux. They did everything they could think of. They drowned the Hilux, ran it into a tree, used a wrecking ball to give it a good beating. They dropped a caravan on it, burnt it, and it was still running. Even after they placed it on top of a building and then demolished it. Do we need to say any more? Statistics will prove that over 80% of the Toyota sold from 20 years ago are still on the road today. This is because Toyota is very well built. That is why you can find a Toyota almost anywhere in the world you will go to. Today, we explore the secret behind Toyota's great success. And some need to know about this empire. Stick around, you will not be disappointed. Toyota is a history maker. In 1867, a boy, Sakichi Toyoda, in Kosai City, would change the automobile game forever. This boy had a great desire to create a better life for his mother, and inspired by many self-help books by the inventor of motorized textile machinery. He sought to develop a self-powered machine to make his mother's textile weaving easier. In 1898, he patented the Toyota Power Loom, a textile machine that uses 1-horsepower oil motor and Japan's first power loom. This machine's ability to manufacture quality cotton gave the Power Loom the attention and accreditation it deserved, which was the start of something revolutionary. Here is the rest of the story. Toyota was inspired by foreign countries. In May of 1986, a well-known businessman came up with the Toyota Loom Company in a joint stock venture agreement after a significant recession in Japan in 1910. Sakichi Toyoda came up with a brilliant idea and took refuge in the technological advancements in automobiles that he discovered after a trip to the United States and Europe. With his newfound inspiration, he started a new company when he returned to Japan with his son Kichiro. The new company's name was still Toyota Spinning and Weaving, but automobiles' advancement, he saw, was always in mind. Toyota took a gamble. In 1929, Sakichi Toyoda gave his son 1 million yen after selling the rights to powered weaving machine. This lump sum amount was given under the condition that his son would create Japan's very own automobile company. This promise to his father and the Japanese government incentive for entrepreneurs to develop a Japanese car was enough to give Kichiro the whole motivation with path. The prototype of a Toyota motor car was released in 1932, rolling out its first production line in 1935. That is how Toyota Automatic Looms started producing automobiles, officially becoming Toyota Motor Company in 1937. Toyota may be the oldest family business ever. The Toyota brand is the full definition of the term family business. Every chief executive officer of Toyota has been a direct descendant of the Toyota family. Even its current CEO, Akio Toyoda, too. The worldwide brand not only drew a significant focus on Japan, but also to their family name. So forget about nepotism, this will not affect the Toyota family at all. Toyoda or Toyota. In Japanese, Toyoda's name translates to fertile rice paddies, making even more sense of them placing their family name on the loom business venture. The name was eventually changed, however, to appeal to a broader overseas market. Considering public involvement, the company ran a logo competition in September 1936 and received over 27,000 entries. Of these many entries, the company chose the Japanese writing for the word Toyota in a circle. They eventually rolled back to branding the Toyota instead of Toyoda, considering influences of their Japanese culture and making sure it was included. Toyota's very first car. What would a presentation about Toyota be without showing you Toyota's very first car? The parent company for Toyota Group is the Toyota Motor Corporation, and in 2008, it passed General Motors to become the world's largest automobile manufacturer, even though the very first car was released back in 1936. The first car they produced was a Model AA sedan with only 100 units built that year. This four-door, 3.4 liters inline-six petrol engine produced 62 horsepower and had a 3-speed manual gearbox. This Toyota Model AA paved the way for the 1936 Toyota Model AB Phaeton, also released in 1936. The first ever Toyota car is now in a private vehicle collection at the Loom Museum in Netherlands. Toyota production rate. Toyota is production. Even more impressive than the type of vehicles it produces is the company's production rate. Toyota keeps exceeding expectations with its reputation and consistency on its side. Since they are so trustworthy to their customers, they must be even more so to its production line. Toyota can produce over 10 million automobiles in a single year. You heard correctly, 10 million vehicles. And Toyota was the first automobile company to make such numbers. Putting a figure to Toyota's production success makes the company even more interesting. Since the G1 truck's production back in 1935 until the end of 2011, Toyota produced approximately 195.7 million vehicles. One can only wonder how much they have added to that number in the past 9 years from 2011 to 2020. Toyota holds the best-selling record. Toyota Corolla, by far the best-selling Toyota ever.
Hey, what's a Corolla?
A new car!
A new low-priced economy car.
From Toyota!
The Corolla has manufactured and sold over 40 million units all over the world, making the Toyota Corolla one of the best-selling vehicles ever made. Toyota also leads in revenue in only 1 year. The company earned $260 billion, topping Honda and Nissan big time. Since Nissan and Honda are Toyota's biggest competitors in the region, it is good that the company continues to do far better than them. Toyota has been named world's best-selling and favorite vehicle since as far back as 1966. Statistics have shown the company sold over 10.4 million vehicles in 2017, 10.6 million vehicles in 2018, and 10.7 million vehicles in 2019, right before the pandemic struck globally. This steady and significant growth shows the company only getting better over time, something many organizations can only see as wishful thinking. Many do not know that the luxury mark Lexus also belongs to the Toyota company. The company manufactures, designs, and sells under a number of names. For those that are investment-minded, Toyota's market value outshines Unilever, McDonald's, and Netflix. Toyota, the great job creator. With a strong product line and booming revenue comes a boost in the workforce and labor market. Automakers from Japan have injected over $51 billion in the United States. This is in manufacturing expenses alone. From 2011 to 2018, there was a 29% increase in direct employment in the United States at this Japanese automobile company. The job count for employees in the US-based plants alone is over 94,000 jobs. This adds to over 1.6 million in indirect jobs for dealerships and suppliers in the United States. Without a doubt, Toyota has impacted families and lives worldwide too. Toyota Resurrection. Of course, every business has its ups and downs. The great Toyota brand is no different. After the Second World War, the company was at the peak of bankruptcy. The company was to either accept defeat or use what was happening to its advantage. They produced over 300 trucks in June 1950 at the beginning of the Korean Wars. The United States, too, purchased 5,000 vehicles from the company, which saved them from bankruptcy. Toyota's real establishment took place from the 1970s and 1980s, as the demand for automobiles changed. Persons were looking for reliable, good quality, and convenience vehicles, and this was what Toyota provided. By this time, the company was known as a technology leader, introducing innovations like hybrid and Prius. This was particularly important, leading to the environmentally friendly and technological age that was right ahead. Today's video is full of rich content about the world-famous company Toyota. We sure hope you enjoyed the video and will like, share, and subscribe to get more awesome content. It is always a pleasure talking with you guys. See you in the next video.